What's up, guys? This is Heero Uzuki with part 14 of my
Is he
MGS
still alive?
Let's Play.
He was when Olga brought him in.
And, yeah.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database.
I do exist.
He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man.
You don't know me. I'm
Wake him up.
unknowable. I'm so unknowable, I don't think I even know myself.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
Oh, that's a cool nickname.
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you?
No.
You've grown.
Ouch.
High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Please don't do that.
This
He's
is
trying
my
to
son.
Doc Ock.
I taught him everything.
Where are my clothes? Or my suit,
Jack.
I guess?
I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember.
No!
Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. The Civil War.
Oh.
You were one of the
I thought the
best
A's were
among
the
the
time of
child
music.
soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper.
Reverence
Jack.
Gundam.
I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
No one tells me anything.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Cramps. I've been there, I know what
again?
that feels like.
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
He's nothing like Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
You're welcome? Can you provide something to cover up my little buddy down
This
here?
situation, I find it
Skull.
very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course.
I gathered.
Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you?
No. I'd say get it back, but I've got no use for it.
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
Oh.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Nanocommunication seems to be the way to go. Why do we use
Mr.
walkie-talkies
X?
anymore?
Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No,
Angry Grandpa.
the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time.
They
When I
seem to
gave
have a hand
birth
in
to my
everything.
child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots.
What did the
In
Patriots
morning,
not own?
My child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see.
That's
Given your situation,
cruel.
nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives.
Do you now?
2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
I wasn't doing it
Snake.
because I wanted to. It's the only way to get her moving. Which, by the way,
So
she's
you
kind of
joined
dead
hands
now.
with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So
No
you did it all
pressure,
for your
right?
child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
I'm not
What do
good
you
at
mean?
handling truths.
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's
I'm
got
naked.
everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
Got
What
the
are you
C4,
going to
we can
do?
blow it up.
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Ow. Was that necessary? Someone want to let me out now? Yeah, what do you want? I'm cold naked right now.
Jack,
Make it
are
quick.
you all right?
Oh, yeah.
I just got
Jack,
punched
is
in
it
the gut.
true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war.
Well, rules-
Someone
rules
told me
do
that there are
exist to be
over
broken.
300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was, but I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Oh, so I do remember
Why
things.
didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not
Given
like
the gun at the
Snake.
age of
I
6.
never questioned why we fought.
Jealous much.
There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training. They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged,
Oh,
controllable.
I thought it was to give me an
Oh my
explosive personality.
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
Not even when I go upside my own head with
I'm
a crowbar.
afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it.
You know too much now.
Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me.
And maybe
I've
Daddy's
been
name.
kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me.
Why do I not believe you?
I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you know, about what I've done.
Definitely not. The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
Not a chance. But I can't go any farther.
I'm sorry,
I know
just had
you want to
do
get
that.
married,
I...
but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
You know too much. Now you have to die. Don't look at me, I'm naked. There it is. Please don't look at my ass. Well, this has officially evolved into a level 3 streaking party. What do you want, angry grandpa?
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do
knocking
much
up with that
naked,
simulation.
especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Why?
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that
sorry?
you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
And yet I know you stole my $20
Complete
bill.
your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
So many cutscenes. But then again, this is mostly a game. This is more movie than game, actually. Why did I say this is mostly a game? Don't look at me, I'm naked. What do you want, Angry Grandpa? I'm busy.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you
Make
say?
me!
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
Bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
You met Jesus?
Fine. Forget it.
No. What do you want, Angry Grandpa?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Great. You get your ass down here. You do all this.
What was that just now?
Nothing. You're trolling me right now. You're prank calling. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Working on it. Sort of. Please don't look at me, I'm naked. And I'm feeling a little self-conscious right now. Oh, conscious. Don't hurt me. Ow. Excuse me. I'm sorry, that tan flip was uncalled for. What do you want? Stop prank calling me.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
I take offense to that. You offend me. Oh god, I hate you so much, Angry Grandpa.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola.
Don't you have anything better to do with your time other than prank call me?
Kawanishi, Uzuki, Kino no Bibashi, Takayama, Ugusu no Mori, Suzu Migatake, Tada, Yorano, Ichi no Tore, Onino, Yamashita, Sasabe, Kafudai, Tokudai, Myoken Goji.
You bother me. You... Really? Should I grab some lotion?
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't.
And that
I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate.
I knew it!
I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Why? Stop with the prank calls.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
You're creeping me out. What? What do you want, Rose?
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If
Is
it's
this
about that
about what,
conversation
Aiden
just
Grandpa
now,
was just talking
I'm
about?
the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word.
It's only a 3-letter word.
Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Nothing is
Must have
sacred.
been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have
You're
gone
a
over my
fake.
psych profile with a
Faker.
fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt
Assume
to
there
play
even
out
is a real you.
this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
Don't
feel
you
better knowing
Jack
that.
me.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
Why do I not
You
believe
expect
you?
me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Get out of
Jack!
my sight, you faker.
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
I hope she's not expecting child support. Because right now, I
Amazing
feel like
how you
can't
walk around like that.
afford any
Snake.
clothes. Daddy's
Been
sick.
waiting long.
Long enough that I think they're starting to shrink.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
Oh, thank God, it's so cold. So very cold.
That's more like it.
I'll say.
Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
Telepathy. Got it. Or, you know, nanomachines.
Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Yes, Daddy.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We're gonna
We
die.
can, because we have no other choice.
Yes.
How?
Daddy.
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
A present for me? From Mommy? Yes, this is a really weird family. A sword.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
It's not
Move
the one
the
from
right stick
Revengeance.
up and down
It'll
to
do.
make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
It's a little late in the game to be getting this. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. So, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like button, subscribe button, leave me a comment, and maybe hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off.